So welcome to Kigali Heights. I'm going to first of all make introductions, and I'm going to introduce my team, and then maybe Trezor, you could introduce the YYUSSA side. So my name is Phil Goodwin. I'm chairman of Kigali Heights Development Company, and I'm also chairman of Fusion Group, which is the main investor in Kigali Heights. To my right is Daniel Kamau, who is our chief executive, Fusion Capital's chief executive. And then we have James McLean, who is the managing director of Kigali Heights Development Company. Trezor, would you like to introduce your team?
Definitely. So my name is Miliyari Frw, and I'm the advisor to the chairman of YYUSSA Company. On my right side is Yusuf Kalinganile, chairman and founder of YYUSSA Company. Then we have Mutoni Nuriat Kalinganile, managing director of YYUSSA Company. Then on my left side it's Gwangarinde Isiak, vice chairman of YYUSSA Company.
Okay, thank you, Trezor. So as you might have guessed from those introductions, we're here to announce the sale of Kigali Heights to YYUSSA Company. The business is currently owned by Fusion Group and its group of investors, and we are handing the business over to Yusuf, who will own 100% going forward. So just by way of background, so Fusion came to Rwanda in 2012, and we tendered for a project to build a high-spec office block and commercial development at the Kigali roundabout, and we won that tender. We brought in investors from the UK and from Europe and from Kenya. Was there a US investor as well, I think, at the early stage? Yeah, a small one. We worked closely with RDB and with Bank of Kigali on the construction, on the financing. And we opened on the 5th of December 2016. And we were honoured that the President of the Republic of Rwanda joined us and formally opened us on that occasion. Possibly some of you were there. It's been a very successful development. I think Kigali Heights, it has a great location with the convention centre just opposite. It's a very lively area of the city, and we hope that we've added to the beauty of the area, because I think most people that see the building agree it is a very beautiful building. It was designed by a firm called Bavuga, who are UK-based architects. I want to take the occasion to thank Bavuga and Paida Yambalo for his work on that, because he did create a beautiful building, and its beauty has lasted as well. I think it is worn well. So it's been successful. It's been well supported by the community. As you know, it's both offices and a retail mall, and we've attracted some really well-known tenants. We have MasterCard, Simba Supermarkets, NCBA Bank, Global Health University, as well as hospitality people like Java and Riders, and lots of smaller traders. A lot of the thanks goes to Century, who put Charles Haba, who helped put together the occupancy. I want to acknowledge his role in this, but it's also James has been heavily involved in ensuring the commercial success of the business. James, in the last few years, has been assisted by Jeremy Carabo, who's not here at the moment, but he's been a great general manager for the business under our ownership. Investing in Rwanda. So we came in, as I said, in 2012, and we have had, on the whole, a happy experience of investing in Rwanda. The RDB does a great job of bringing in people and making it easy and straightforward to bring money into the country. So we particularly appreciate the one-stop service that RDB provides. It's one of the most efficient systems that I've come across around the world. They really helped us come in. We of course have had some difficulties with the investment. Every investment carries its things that go wrong and things that don't quite go the way you want them to go. We found that in Rwanda we can resolve difficulties. We've used the arbitration service, we've used the commercial courts, and we found them to be fair and impartial. And we've also found the administrative system to be efficient, so that when we need to make a change, we can make a change. So I just want to acknowledge the role that all the local organisations play in making it possible and rewarding to invest in this great country. So one of the reasons we've delayed you is that we've been working very hard on this transaction. It takes a lot to get a transaction like this completed. So the team that you see at this end of the table has been, and lots of other people have been working for a long time to make it happen. People I want to thank include Bank of Kigali, Diane Karasisi, and the whole team at Bank of Kigali have been great supporters of us, and I know they're great supporters of YUSSA too. And they've really helped us with the transition from one ownership to the other. Also RDB, who I've already mentioned, Francis Katara, and again the one-stop service came into really good use over the last few days. It was actually Claire Akamanzi who was the head of RDB at the time that we came in, and she helped us, and particularly Desiree Rusatira helped us through a number of issues early on. So yeah, I mean the RDB has been great, and it's a great asset to this country. I forgot to mention the Registrar General. He also has been a great contact for us to have. So the directors and employees of the company have also worked very hard to make this happen. I've already mentioned James McLean and Jeremy Carabo. I should also mention the other board director, Felician Runyi, who's been a great supporter of the company, and Antti Jussi Arvinen. So this has been an important investment for Fusion Capital, and my colleague Daniel Kamau has led a significant group of people that spent a lot of time on this investment. In fact, he's become so well known at Serena that he's virtually got his own room there. So I think we should acknowledge the work that Daniel and the whole Fusion Capital team have put in. The lawyers, of course, we've had lawyers. We've had Calvin Natali at EJC locally, and he was supported by the DLA Piper Group worldwide. and we've had I&M Burbage on the sales side. So I'm about to hand over to Yusuf, but I want to say, Yusuf is good. You can introduce his own business, but I think he's well known locally. We were so happy to found Yusuf as somebody that we could hand the business over to. He's a very tough negotiator. He strikes a hard bargain, but he's very straight, he's very honest, he sticks by his word, and we're very happy to trust him with the business going forward. I think he will be a great owner for the business. The employees are all being offered positions in the new ownership, and the tenants are all secure in their tenancies. So hopefully this transition is a good thing for everyone. And we're very pleased that the business has passed from being 5% owned by local Rwandan people to being 100% Rwandan owned. So it's a fine asset that we're putting into fine hands. So I'm going to hand over to Yusuf, and he can tell you what his experience has been and what he's got in mind, and then we're happy to take any questions, aren't we?
That's Mr. Phil. Let me to explain more history of my company. It is my son-in-law. Can introduce the history of the company.
Okay. So would you prefer in Kinyarwanda or
Yes.
in English?
Maybe Kinyarwanda would be okay.
Better in Kinyarwanda.
Yes.
Okay. Shoramari.
It's okay, wayirambika, it's okay. Irakurura nta kibazo.
Murakoze. Reka tubaze nk'uko mwifuje ko tusobanura neza mu Kinyarwanda abanyamakuru, kandi n'inkuru nziza kenshi tuba twifuza ko Abanyarwanda aribo bayumva bakanabisobanura. Yasobanuye ukuntu history yatangiye, ukuntu batangiye kubaka Kigali Heights, barayubaka, ariko nk'uko bama history ya business yabo ukuntu ikorwa, barubaka nyuma y'imyaka 7 bakagurisha. Ariko kuri target yabo bifuza ko bagurisha loko bene gihugu, ngo biba ari byiza kuri bo, kandi icyo bishimiye cyane ni uko bagurishije Umunyarwanda. Muri success yabo baravuga ko bageze kuri target yabo. Iminsi yose tumaze tuganira n'abashoramari Vision Capital, bakunze kwishimira cyane iki gihugu cyacu. Baravuga bamaze gushora ahantu henshi mu bihugu bitandukanye muri Afurika, ariko ntibari babona igihugu kimeze nk'iki cyacu. Mu byanshimishije cyane no gukomezanya gukorana nabo, nuko nabonaga ukuntu bari kuvuga igihugu cyacu bagishima, cyane cyane amategeko baravuga ko baje gushora hano bagenda bahura n'ibibazo byo kuburana, ariko bagashima ko iki gihugu cyacu gifite amategeko, bakaba bamaye n'icyizere ko dushobora kuzakorana n'indi mishinga muri iki gihugu. Mr. Phil, thank you for the promise for invest again in my country. Thank you. Byose nta handi bikomoka kuba dufite igihugu gifite umurongo kigendera ku mategeko.